So welcome to this lesson. So we are studying scripting in Bash, and today we'll be going through how to write for loops. Okay, so the for loop is one of the loops in Bash. There are three of them. We have three of them. So the for, the while, and the until. And we've already discussed the while loop in our previous lesson. So today we are going through the for loop. So the for loop iterates over a list of items and performs the given set of commands. So the bash for loop takes the following form. So for item in list, then we bring do, then the commands we want to do, then we are done. Then note that the list that we are talking about can be a series of strings separated by spaces. It can be a range of numbers. It can be output of a command. It can be an array, and so on. Okay. So we'll be demonstrating this. With some examples. Okay, so this code here, what it does is that we have several names here, and we are going to print all of them. So you see, it says for name in. So now the list is, we have what these items: Randolph, Godfred, Ima, Adepa, Ikea, Hannah, Albert, Dorcas. So for name in all this, what the command the code has to do is to what? Print name and what? The name itself. Okay. Then after that you are done. So when we should run this code, you see it will print from so name Randolph, Godfred, Ima, Adepa, Ikea, Hannah, Albert, Dorcas. Okay. Very simple. Let's take a second example. So this second example, what it does is that, you see, with the same thing that we did for the wow, we're trying to count numbers from 1 to 1,000. We later extended it to 100,000. We can do the same thing, but in this case it's very, very simple. So you see, I told you here that the list can be a series of strings. We just did that, where each separated by spaces. That's what we just did. It can be a range of what? Numbers. So that's what we are trying to do here. So you see, we have a range of numbers. So with this one, what it means is that for I in numbers starting from 0 to what? 10,000, what you have to do is to what? Print the numbers. So let me run this. So you can see it printed the numbers from what? 0 to what? 10,000. It's very simple. Let's take a third example. Oh, don't I have open? Okay, so I think it is 4 2. Okay, so what this one does is that, you see, using a while to, we wrote a script to list even numbers. Okay, so this one, what it does is that for I in, so I starting from 0 to what? 100, but the step should be 2. So that means from 0 you move to 2, you move to 4, you move to 6, because that is the step here. What you have to do is what? Print I. So if I should run this code, just change the 1 to 2. So you see, it will print what? even numbers for me from 1 to 100. 0 to 100, right? Okay, so let me come back to the same code. Then now let me do it 100,000, but let me do the step 10. Okay, right, so I save this and run this, so you can see that it is done. Very simple. Okay, so that's how we use the for loop in Bash. You can implement it through other things, but the most important thing is for you to know the syntax and the kind of things it can do. So thank you very much, and see you in the next lesson.